Good morning. It's a Monday morning. I hope you guys are ready to rock this week. I have new intermission journal pack on the website ready to go for you. And this week's theme is emotions. Emotions. Okay, so we have a very full spectrum of emotions to choose from at each and every day. And small things can set us off and put us in a place of a lower vibrational emotion. Then we can have these beautiful moments that just really shoot us up and skyrocket us up into a higher vibrational emotion. So I wanted to share with you, I'm going to share with you just this. I've got a couple pages that I wanted to refer to, but in this book, it's called Letting Go, The Pathway of Surrender by David Hawkins. In the back, he's got the map of consciousness. So it's basically a listing of different emotions and different levels, like vibrational levels. So at the very top is enlightenment. So that's at a vibrational level of 700 to 1,000. And then at the bottom is a vibration of 20. And the emotion associated with that would be humiliation, shame, misery, that sort of thing. So those are emotions most of us typically are not looking to have in our lives on a regular basis. The middle ground, kind of where most people tend to be, it's like at that in-between phase, is courage and empowerment. So it's that shift point, that moment, or that level where you go from more of the lower vibrational to the higher vibrational. It's a little bit more positive, if you will. So I wanted to just spend a short bit of time with that emotional idea in mind when it comes to, we did a lot of talk last week about relationships, and when you're in a relationship, regardless whether it is personal, friendly, personal, intimate, or like a business relationship, there are going to be aspects of it where you are not in a harmonious place. So if one person has a point of view and the other person has their own point of view, which is different, and you can't seem to find a middle ground, there's going to be blame. Okay, well, blame is definitely a lower vibrational emotion, and I just want to share a little quote from the book. Blame is the world's greatest excuse. It enables us to remain limited and small without feeling guilty, but there is a cost: the loss of our freedom. The role of victim brings with it a self-perception of weakness, vulnerability, and helplessness, which are the major components of apathy and depression. The first step out of blame is to see that we are choosing to blame. So that's interesting, right? When you feel that something has been done to you or you've been wronged in some way, it's really easy to blame the other person for creating that feeling within you. However, another quote: other people who have had similar circumstances have forgiven, forgotten, and handled the same situation in a totally different way. So, you can just choose to, kind of like the saying, agree to disagree. That's one way to handle it, and just let it go, not hold on to it. And the other aspect is then, the flip side of that is then blaming yourself. So if you can't blame the other person, somebody has to be to blame. So then you blame yourself and you take that all on yourself too. What if there's no one to blame? What if the other person is right in their own point of view, and what if you're right in yours? What if that moment is perfectly fine just the way it is? What if you can just let that go? Hence the name of the book. Let that go, and then just move on with your life. Maybe there's something that you can learn from that. Maybe there's some part of yourself that you are kind of going like, I had no idea that this would make me feel this way, or that why is this bothering me so much? Like, what does it really matter? Just having that awareness and being able to shift out of that is healing in and of itself. Another aspect of that too is being able to get to that place and then envisioning how you would like it to be. So another little bit of the book I'd like to read to you is, we can much more effortlessly bring into our life that which we want by envisioning what we wish to have happen. We do this by declaration of our intention, by acceptance, by decision, and by the act of consciously choosing. So I talk about this quite a bit, about focusing on what it is you desire versus what it is you do not desire. By giving energy to that which you're fearful of, or giving energy to that which you would prefer not to have in your life, you're actually creating energy around that to be drawn into you, versus focusing your attention on, what is it that I really would like in this situation? What is it that I would really like to feel in this situation? If you're in conflict with someone and you are not in agreement in some way, think about how you'd like to feel. You'd like to feel, most people, a sense of peace, a sense of contentment, a sense of the other person getting me and me getting them. How can you do that when you don't agree? Deep breath, maybe 2, maybe 3, maybe 5, and just letting the emotion settle, tuning into the emotion. What is this about? Where is this coming from? Why am I feeling this way? Is it really the other person, or is the other person showing me something about myself? Do I need to agree with them? Do they need to agree with me? Does it really matter in the grand scheme of things? Can I let this go? And that seems like a lot of questions to ask yourself in the heat of the moment. The biggest part is the awareness around it, and then taking the time to just take a breath. Sometimes silence is golden. Sometimes silence is the best approach, just so that you can tune in to what it is that you're feeling and what it is that you actually like to say, what you would actually like to feel with this interaction, and how best to handle it. For yourself first and foremost, and then for the other person as well. So I hope that helps you. I know that a lot of us are in this place where things are not going exactly as we hope. Things are getting thrown in front of us that we have to deal with, and the unexpected is consistently and constantly happening. So in those moments when things are not going as smoothly as you would like, or somebody is triggering the heck out of you, maybe this will give you another option of direction for that day or that moment. So I hope this helps you. We'll be talking more about emotions this week. And again, the journal pages are ready to roll, downloadable and printable on the blog at karmickindness.com. So I hope you go and grab those. They're free, of course. And yeah, have an awesome Monday and a wonderful week. And I will see you here tomorrow. Bye for now.